All right, hey everybody. I think we are live, so hope everyone is doing well. I know it is very late. It is late where I am, and I guess I'm just getting back in the groove of doing this. We'll let everybody start trickling in here and we'll figure out how we want to go about what we're going to do tonight and how things are. So I saw one thing and this looked interesting to me. Recyclable and low-fat products. That seems absurdly interesting to me. Yeah, I know. I was a little surprised that you said that you were still up. So just watch your sleep. When you get old, you're gonna want to have good sleeping habits. So I talk to my kids all the time about it. So hey, I gotta move my mic and get some water. Still don't like the coloring. All right. Can't tell. I feel like that is pretty pink. Oh, and that kills the green screen. I gotta figure out a way. And then it starts shadowing. Alright, it is what it is. Let's see if we can get this centered up. There we are. Is at the bottom. Let's bring this up some. There, fits 2 online. Alright. I don't think the views are caught up. There we go. The analytics just popped off. All right, so I know I made some. The title of it is a little weird, and I know that's probably going to be. I'm really just trying to get back in the groove. I've noticed the one thing that. Forehead turns red. Yeah, I think I need to work with the green screen in the back and get that more accurate. So all right. Let's see. So the title of this video, I put it's on with the off chance of kind of just getting some attention, but it is very interesting to me how similar the challenges you have in creative problem solving, i.e. e.g. ergo and i.e. that was it. I'm sorry, I was talking to my daughter about, we were out on a walk tonight, and ergo, example, e.g., and then i.e. is I think the English version of it, but ergo, I don't know if that's Latin or what. I digress. Sorry. We were talking about jujitsu and programming. They are absurdly interchangeable by how you go about solving it. The things that you learn, it's always something basic is the best way to do it. Don't overcomplicate it. I mean, what the rules that are in Python? What is it? What is that? Let me see if I can get this real fast. I don't think I have anything too personal on my desktop. What are the 3? Here, let me pull it over here. Do I still have Anaconda on here? Maybe I will pull that up. Yeah, I don't think that'll have anything personal on it. We'll just sit here, let that load up in a bit. But all right, write a solution to find IDs for products that are both low fat and recyclable. Return the list in any order. So that's like extremely I hate my version of Anaconda that I have. Because it is absurd. No, remind me later. Let's see. No. I want spider. Whoa, they've added a ton of stuff. Python Anywhere. I actually thought I was going to have that. PySpark. Oh, let's see what this is. Oh my God, I have not been in here, and I couldn't tell you how long. What is this? 312. I think we're at like 316 now. Okay, yeah, don't quite know what you're referring to there. Um, Unloaded the data engineer. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I know I want to do some posts on LinkedIn. Okay. LinkedIn on interview hacks. YouTube. What? YouTube got me my job more than you can imagine. YouTube got me my job. No. Job. Come on. More. YouTube's better than more than you can imagine. Jen. Again, I can't spell. Oh, all your programs keep randomly crashing. Well, that's interesting. I wish I could help with that. I know this one. This is one that I think I'll absolutely love. YouTube is the best resume. Yeah. I think that is. Now I just got to remember that I put all this over here in Spider. Yeah, CT over subquery, Python and SQL. If you know Python and SQL, I think you can pretty much do anything. No, because I'm supposed to be moving over to the other side of the data team and using SSIS. And it came up. It was like, well, do you know? And it's like, look, I learned SQL and I learned VB.net in parallel, so I can learn anything that you want me to. And the guy was like, basic, and I'm like, yeah, .net, VB.net. I said, I know there's basic. So he goes, do you know any C#? I'm like, no. He's like, well, we don't use much of it. So again, just show that you're able to learn. That's what I guess I can't tell enough. And I get yelled at when I bring and I pass people on during interviews, and I get scolded. They're like, they don't have any of the skills. And I said, yeah, but look at everything they just learned at their last job. I said, if we keep just focusing on skills, I said, you wouldn't have hired me if so-and-so didn't say I could do it, because of what I had to learn everything about Git. I had to learn everything about Databricks. I had to learn everything about medallion architecture, but I had already proven that I could learn, and that's really all you want to have. So, all right, let's talk about this for a minute. Oh, and then we're gonna go and talk about specifically about jujitsu, and because I'm obsessed. You can talk to my daughter. She's like, you're obsessed with jujitsu, because it's the facet of. And my wife gave me a book this afternoon, and it's basically, I mean, you could basically call the book lean into your strengths. Ignore your weaknesses, lean into your strengths. And the reason why I've been saying these things for a decade, but what this is this actually has a test in it where you can actually isolate your strengths. And I was like, no way. And she's like, yeah, you need to. She found a bunch of them at a thrift store and bought them for me and the kids to do. She had already taken these surveys for her work and her superiors. And I was like, how have I never heard of this? So I was so intrigued, and that's what I did kind of this evening. All right. How bad is this lighting? I feel like it's pretty bad. All right. I need to stop talking about it and just work on it. All right. Do you think information systems is a good major? So here. Let's talk about that for a second. I think that's a good question. But go a layer deeper or go a derivative down. Does this degree, what things are you going to learn in the degree? Are you going to be able to show that you can learn? That's it. I'm 20 years behind everybody, 22 years behind everybody. If you, however you insert length. So I had to spend 20 years to get the equivalent of a bachelor's degree. So you're going right now and you're going to get a bachelor's degree in 4 years. So you're going to be 16 years ahead of me. Well, I didn't really start working. When did I start working at Walmart? 22? Yeah, so I'm kind of like 25 years behind everyone. What you want to do, and we've interviewed a lot of recent graduates. Everybody, I'll speed this up because I can ramble about this. You're only as good as the extra that you do. That's it. That is 100% it. So if everybody is in your class is graduating, what extra are you going to do to differentiate yourself to them? What projects have you gone to do? What problems extra have you solved? What is that extra thing? The degree is fine. The degree is fine. Okay. That's the red. I love it. Okay. Yeah, but the only thing is when I start to look at the RGB, it shows the my skin tone and the green background. But all right, back to sorry, I was over on Discord for a second. What you want to do, the degrees are all well and good, but if you think about it, how does it differentiate any of you of your classmates? That's what you have to be thinking about. When my differential is, yes, I might end up being smarter than everybody else, but I earn that. I care more. I work more, and I collaborate more. And then you can insert more or better than anybody else. So the output is better. The caring for me is what perpetuates me the most. I want to do a good job. I don't just get it done to say it's done. I want it to be the best that it can be, the most accurate. I don't need somebody checking behind me to make sure I did it right. I already want it to be good work, so I've already challenged and pushed it to the test of, is it good work? So the information system is fine. It's what do you want to do, and how are you going to differentiate yourself from all your other classmates? That's what you want to begin to think about, and you'll be shocked. Internships are fantastic. You build those relationships, and you show that you can do the real work. That also is helpful, and you care, and you meet people, and you collaborate. Even though we're working in technology, the interpersonal relate, I would say it's 80 to 90% is communication and collaboration. Do you have a rapport that when something breaks, somebody on the other team will pick up your call when you call? Have you supported them? Have you solved enough of their problems that they'll answer the phone when you need them to? And that's what tech work is. And if they call me, will I pick up the phone? And will I have the right answer? And will I solve it for them? It's kind of like a good training partner in jiu-jitsu. You want to be a good partner, because if you're not, nobody's going to want to talk to you. Nobody's going to want to work with you. If you get mad when something breaks. So here's a perfect example. So on our team, when somebody brings me something that's broken, I jump up and down with excitement, because that's vital, because I need to make sure that they bring me the next thing that's broken. That's probably going to be a bigger deal. But if I get mad and I yell or scream or why is this broken? Why didn't you tell me earlier? One, none of those things solve the problems. Everybody they feel better. So watch that. When something feels better, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah. So when somebody brings me something that's broken, I am excited. I'm like, thank you for telling me. Let's go figure out what happened. And I'm like, do you know? Tell me what you know. Don't tell me what you don't know. Tell me what you know. And then we'll go from there. And we fix it. And we learn. And we get smarter. And we just built a relationship that somebody's going to bring me something that's broken next time before it's catastrophic and anybody else finds out about it. So there we go. All right. Now, this is a super simple query. So we have a table. And now, this is a great example of both low fat and recyclable. So let's do this. Star from, this is one table. This is a dimension table. And this is called, what's this called? Products. Let's run this. This is going to be all wrong because this is just like, what are you doing? So, okay. And it's just wants the output, the product ID. Got it. All right. So now here's a weird where. So wheres get really interesting about ors and ands. And you have to think about it. And this is why I cannot tell you. And here's the example. Yep. Category. So enumerate. So I guess Boolean to me, but I guess in SQL it's enumerate. I guess I'd already forgotten that. So where low fat and recyclable. So let's see what this is. It wants. How do they word this? We'll be very, very close. And we got to pay very close attention to the language here. Both. So both, that means to me that it needs to be a Y and a Y. So Y and a Y, not a Y and an N, not one of them, but two of them. So both of them. So low fat equals Y, and recyclable. All right, go get some sleep. Appreciate it. Okay. So now I have too much information, but at least I should only get 2 rows out. Unknown column, low fat, fats. There's that dang dyslexia. All right. Unknown column, recyclable. Yeah, I can't. And can't spell. And let's go again. 18th time's the charm, right? Now, this is going to throw up because I have too much information. But I have the premises right. So now I scale down my output. Come on. And run. Now I should be fine. So I know we talked about boom. Now we submit and we see how fast this is. Now we shouldn't have any speed issues. If we have speed issues, it's our internet. It's our internet connection. Yeah, why are some of these even slower later? Let's run this again. Let's see how this goes. I want to see if beats 94%. What are people writing? Okay. All right. So let's talk about, so we only have a couple people here. Now, I know this has been a Python channel for a considerable amount of time. So I want to make sure I pay homage to that. That's what's gotten me here. But I just truly, I loved the puzzles. I loved when, like, I remember some of the Python puzzles here in Leak Code, where it was create an output. Like my all time favorite was like create an output of a star box or buffer a word that is below 7 characters with leading stars, and then you had to do some sort of recursive counting of what the length was, or something dynamic, or the chicken nugget problem that we had on. Ooh, did the fan just? I think the fan just went out in my desktop. That's not good. Maybe tomorrow night I won't stream. Maybe I will stream again, but I'll work on the coloring. So I know we just have a couple of people here. What kind of questions does everyone have? I know this is late. Oh, can everybody who's here, can everybody hit the like button for me? I did not ask last night at all. We got 0 likes on a 2-hour stream. So if you're here, if you can hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and grab the next one. So we just did, why didn't that go through? Did it not submit? Or because I didn't select it? Start a study plan. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see what big countries are. Let's see. This one might be a little bit more interesting. So let's see. Let's bring this over here. All right. This is another easy one. And are we doing this with SQL? Yeah, okay. All right. Name is the primary key, unique values for this table. Each row of this table gives information about the name of the country, the continent to which it belongs, its area, the population, and the GDP. All right, cool. Ooh, a country is big if it has, okay, this is going to be a good one because it's going to have multiple conditions. So that's where you get really tricky on condition statements and things like that. It has an area of at least 3 million, i.e., we need to look up i.e. because that's the equivalent of ergo. All right. Has a population of 25 million. Oh, that's it? Okay. And the table is called what? Table's world. So, oh, that's funny. Hello world. From world. Okay, run. Okay, let's see. So now we need, yep. Here's all of it. And let's see. So now we need where? At least. What do we call it? Area. Area. Greater than or equal to, if I can find the greater than or equal to 3 million. And so it needs, nope. Check this out. Boom. So let's talk about that in just a second. Or population. Population is greater than or equal to, that's 25 million. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's pop this off. And I think it just wants, let's see, write a solution to find the name, population, and area. Okay, so we got, has at least an area of, and let's see, and has a population of at least 25 million. All right. Why do I have, let's see, area, do I not have, oh, that's 300,000. Here we go. Test again, and I think I just have too much information. So now I brought in the entire output, the star, and so let's see. I only need the output of name, population, and area. So name, population, and area. All right. And let's run this again, and let's see how it is. Anybody have any questions while we're going through this? Because I know this makes a ton of sense to me now. It probably didn't 3 years ago. I had done a little bit of SQL. Like I love that story of how I got the last job. And it was, I was like, hey, I want to be honest. I want this job, but I also didn't want to. I also didn't want to set myself up for failure. And so I was like, hey, look, I know Python. That's it. I know it inside and out. I'm great at Python. Do not expect magic from me. He's like, oh no. Do you know SQL any? I'm like, I know some SQL. Okay, yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, and that's all the job was for a year. So I love it. All right, so let's see. Is that one done now? Yep. Find customer referee. All right, that's nuts. Article views 1. Ooh, let's do this one. Ooh, let's do some join. Actually, you know what? Direct reports. Ooh, I think I did that on my interview. We can talk about that in a minute. Students, product sales and analysis. Let's do some joins and get our join juices going. Select star from, what are our two tables? Sales, join product duct on as S as P. What are our product ID? Most of the time that would be nuts. You would just usually this is simple because you would not get a product ID and a product name. You would get name and ID here. I don't know anybody who in a product table would name that the same. Don't know a one modeler or an architect that would do that. Because then you join, because what this is doing, since this is an easy one, it's helping you know which one to join it on. Oh, and don't ever assume that you're going to get the same, because very rarely, this would probably be a string, or this would be an integer, that would be a string. That's probably exactly what would happen. And then you'd have to cast. We'll do all that. All right. So sales dot product ID. All right, equals p dot product ID. So let's bring in this whole thing and take a peek at it. Because this is where I like to start. I like to just bring in the whole thing and just look at it and go from there. We talked about this last night. Here's a great visual. So this is how they're joined, right here and here. I also want to show you this. This is probably one of my favoriteest things that I learned. Starred at S dot star. So now I'm just going to bring in S. I want all of S. So there's going to be times where you're only going to need a couple of columns from one table, but the entire contents of another. That technique you will use a lot. It's like, I just need this little bit from over there, and I need this whole thing over here. Boom. And then because it's like they're not called the same, so I don't care. or you alias the one you don't need, and you go from there. All right. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Oh, well, let's just go back to star. Guess I can do Control Z. All right, so what do we want to see? Write a solution that reports for each in the sales. Okay, wait a minute. What? Oh, because we don't have the product name. We don't have the product name. We just have the product ID. So let me reread. Write a solution to report the product name, year, and price for each sale ID in sales. Okay. So we want product name. I'm going to show you something because this is going to fail out. You're going to run into this a lot. And until you see it and get used to it and know when it's going to happen, because I'm going to show you what. Okay, that was a mess. Sorry about that. Okay, I think I'm back. All right, let's look and see what are we missing? Sale ID. Let's get these in order. Okay. Product name, year, price. Got it. Okay, let's run this. And that's it. Expected output. And let's submit. All right. So these are just simple joins. All right, so did this one get? Yep. Okay, let's do confirmation rate, basic aggregation, not boring movies. Let's see what not boring movie. Average selling price. That sounds like a good one. Monthly transaction. Ooh, sorting and grouping. We got so many to do, but okay, not boring movies. I want to do not boring movies right now. All right, so let's see. Right. Okay. Write a solution to report the movies with an odd numbered ID and a description that is not boring. So let's see what not boring movies ratings. Interesting. Okay. So the output needs to be select star from Was it movies? Cinema. I can't spell. I'm not going to try to spell cinema. I couldn't spell low fat earlier. Okay. All right. Run this. Let's see. And the output, we're going to output. Okay. Write a solution to report movies with an odd numbered ID. Okay. Interesting. So that's an extra caveat. Now let me show you this. Where. Wait a minute. What? Odd? I know how I would do this in Python. I've never done. Ooh, how do I do an odd numbered? I know exactly what I'd do in Python. I would do a remainder. We have explanation. We have 3 movies with ID 1, 2, and 3. The movie with 3 ID is boring, so it is not included in the answer. Okay, let's reread this. Write a solution to report movies with an odd numbered ID and a description that is not boring. Okay, so first of all, let me show you not. This is not equals in SQL. Let's see. I may need to cheat and look up some syntax of what? Oh. I didn't actually say what is not boring. I just said not where is not equal is not boring. Okay. So I have 2 and 4 here, and I need the 5. So now think about this condition right here. If oh, I actually want to look at something. Videos. Actually, I want to see how this stream is doing. Let's see. YouTube is slow or my connection is slow. Yeah, I think it's ridiculously late. This is on me, everybody. Sorry about the late hour. All right. Let me close this down. Whoa, that's not the way I wanted to go. I wanted... There. I'm tired, and this is a bad... I guess I just wanted to get in the habit. All right. And rating. No. And ID. Okay. Let's look up. How to find odd even numbers. Even numbers in SQL. I don't think I've ever done this with SQL. I know exactly what I would do. What the? Oh. I'm going to change problems. Can we start over? Can we start over? The session is linked to another problem. Okay. Well, then we will close this. And I will go look over in another place. How can I find even numbers with SQL? No way, it's the exact same thing as modulo in Python. Okay. Okay. And okay. Boring or no, it needs to be and ID modulo 2 equals 0. I did not know that. I just learned. Thinking about this wrong. 0 would be even. Okay, so I need not equal to 0. And return results ordered by rating. Got it. Rating descending. All right, so here we are. So let's kind of go over this. Now we're going to submit. And again, this is me being able to program for, whoa, look how slow that is. What? This is me programming for 13. Actually, no way. This month is 13 years of me learning to program. So I was 36. I think that's something I want to start. Let's bring this back up. 36 years old. Started learning Python. 2013. Promoted 38. 2015. Promoted 2022. 45. Learned SQL VB.net. 45. Started BJJ. Last year I was 48. Hang on, let me get this caught up. This is behind. I think that subscribe button works. 48 years old. Yeah. Data analyst. Changed careers. Data engineer. Yeah. 2023, 2025. Yep. Sorry about that. Okay. Save that. All right. Let's unpack this for a minute. There's a lot going on here. So these are some great conditions, and then we actually just talk about what have kind of had some huge growth in. I want to see this run again. This is ridiculous. It should not take that long to. That might be my connection. And I'll probably go for another 15 minutes, and then we'll probably wrap it up here. All right. And my stream is way behind. Okay, I'm not going to spend any time on this. So let's go through what, because you need to pay attention. Sometimes ands are going to feel like ors and vice versa. But so whenever you do a ranking or a group by, it's going to default how to learn past tutorials. How to learn past tutorials on this channel. Was that the question, Rome? Yeah, go ahead and just elaborate for me. And if you've not joined the Discord, that's probably where we could all have future discussions. So let's see. Let's go back to chat. All right. So let's go through here. So we have description. So it wants and just a no-brainer there. So now this is for those of you who are of Python, you completely get this. So the only thing that's different is this is equals not equal in general. Oh, in general. I was talking about this last night. What's vital? You're going to want to find something or find a way to motivate, because you're going to hit a wall. I hit a wall. I started several times, I know, to and also I need to do a video on the channel being 9 years old, which is bananas. So actually let's put that on here. It's 2017. Yeah. Started YouTube 2017. Gee whiz, I was 40. Didn't recall that. Let's bring this over here. There we go. All right. You're going to want to find something that is a level above, that's going to motivate you or to encourage you or to inspire you to keep learning, because you're going to hit a wall that is that you're going to have to push through, climb over, dig under, however you want to see it. It's going to become it. Learning to program is challenging, just like doing anything else. But what is your motivation? What is your motivation to keep you doing it? Starting is simple. Continuing is challenging. So you want to, I encourage the puzzles, the little challenges online, so that you get the hang of like for loops and order of operations. Those are some of the basic fundamentals that you will use everywhere and every day, and it reprograms your brain into a Python brain. So I talk about that today at Jiu-Jitsu. Whatever skill you're using, that has attributes that are different than a human brain. How we normally walk, how we normally use our body, how we function through, how do we think about opening up a file. So when I was really starting to learn programming in Python, everything that I saw, I would be like, how can I explain this in rules that I could write in a programming language? And then now I can pretty much just do whatever. I'm like, oh, well, I would explain this. I would do this. It's called pseudocode. So the thing that helped me learn programming was I like solving puzzles. I like the stock market, and I like teaching. So I leveraged the YouTube channel and the stock market to motivate me to solve problems, to get me to learn. And I liked volunteering at my kids' schools. So once I began learning Python, I was like, hey, I bet you guys would like it if I came up here and started teaching programming. And they're like, oh, what? You're going to come up here and start teaching programming? I was like, sure. And they were like, absolutely. And that a kid doesn't know if you make a mistake or not. And the reason why I say this is going to sound silly, but it's a variation of Richard Feynman's, if you want to become an expert at something, teach it. Actually, we're going to write that down. If you want to become an expert at something, teach it. So I had experienced this in my old life, in my previous life in the warehouse, and I became a much better forklift driver when I was teaching, because I'd be explaining something, and I would do it, but I didn't know why I was doing it. And then when I'd have to put it into words of an explanation of why I did something, I was like, that's why I did that. So the same thing when you're having these things go through and you're walking through. So what my reinforced learning was volunteering at the school and the YouTube channel. And then shortly after I really got started, the YouTube channel. So I was struggling on my own, and I was like, how can I mimic? How can I simulate me teaching this? Because I could only go to the school every so often because I was working all the time. And I was like, well, wait a second. And my son had just started his YouTube channel, and he had gotten quite a few followers. And he's like, Dad, you need to start doing it. I was like, I don't know. So he actually helped me get everything around, showed me OBS, showed me how to record, how to get everything, how to get the software, how to do all these things. And boom, I was like, okay, this is it. And then I actually took a break for a couple months, which I'd forgotten. I have to go back and look. And then I started just uploading videos all the time. 1 year I uploaded 365 videos. I uploaded a video a day. So I know that's not the answer that you wanted, but dissect everything that I said, and that's how you learn. Pick something there that fits your thing, fits your personality, fits your strengths. Actually, just reading the book that my wife gave me tonight about leaning into your strengths. Don't spend too much time on your weaknesses. Protect them, love them, hug them, whatever you have to do. But just lean into your strengths. Go get somebody else who their strength is your weakness. Let them do all that. So lean into what you like. I like teaching. I like the stock market. YouTube channel, problem solving. Why can't I get this tracker to work? So I built something that I needed. I needed to have that tracker because I was spending hours and hours and hours a week on something that if I ran a program with, it would be done in minutes. It would screen and scan all of the thousands of stock tickers. So, and also the YouTube channel helped me get my last job. the YouTube channel live streaming helped me pass the technical interview. This YouTube channel has done a tremendous amount for me. So this is why I have great appreciation for it and such great respect for it as well. So, all right. I'm going to do 4 more minutes and then we're going to wrap. So I have a bunch of video ideas that I'm doing, and then we will see, we will see what tomorrow will bring. But, all right. Just post and make sure. Oh, everybody do me a favor. Can everybody go and click on the like button for me? Because I don't think we had anybody hit the like button yesterday. And I did not ask anybody to. So guess what? They did not. And then also, we picked up a couple subscribers, but also go and join over on the Discord. The link's down below. And it's a faster way to ask any questions you have over there. All right. Let's see. We did pick up 1 subscriber. We lost a lot yesterday. That was disheartening. That doesn't make you feel good. But it is what it is. All right. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, just find something that's important to you. I know that sounds cheesy, and a non-answer, but it is important, because when you get uncomfortable, what's your motivation? What's going to push you through to get that done? So we can wrap by me talking about and explaining jujitsu, of what the technical, because jujitsu is extremely technical. You're like, what? I'm like, yeah. I mean, it is bizarre, because the rules of, basically, think about ergonomics and physics and balance and load and leverage, and it's bananas. It is bananas. It's like, I don't know how else to describe it. You have to experience to begin to even fathom what is happening when you're moving and you're doing things, and you're having force, and it's like, okay, I want to move this person. Well, wait a minute. Why am I going to move this person? Why don't I just move? If they're bigger and stronger than me, so then move around them, and then do something to them, and pull their arm through here, and shove your hand through over here, and pull back over here with 0 energy. It's absolutely insane. It's like, use your leverage. The one that I absolutely loved was, there was a guy that he weighed like 270. I'm like 170. So he had 100 pounds on me. And the sheer physics of it was, I would he had me pinned down. So what you do is you grab them, you move their weight to you, and then you move. But you've stapled them to you. And it's counterintuitive. Same thing with programming and problem solving. The thing that seems the most obscure, or won't work, or the hardest thing, if you have an easy thing and a hard thing, the hard thing is always the right answer. I'll take that back. Almost always the right answer. And it's just like, oh man, it's like, I didn't want to live stream tonight because it was late, but I need to get back into it. So it's like, I really don't want to do that. Well, ding, ding, ding. Guess what you're doing today? I'm going to live stream. So it's almost like whatever I don't want to do that day, that goes to the top of the list. So it's like, be careful what you don't want to do. Don't say you don't want to do anything. Don't say you don't. Oh, it's like the line in Ghostbusters. It's like, pick your destroyer. It's like, what do you mean pick my destroyer? And then Ray picks the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I love it. That movie, that was my childhood. That's how old I am. You can figure out how old I am going back there. I was a single digit kid when that movie came out. Yeah, it was nuts. That was that. Back to the Future, Top Gun. Those all were boom, 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 back to back years. I think maybe Top Gun was 87, but I want to say it was 86. So, all right. Any pressing questions before I go? Ooh, do I need to move the light further away? Is that gonna do it? I need to take a lighting course, I think. Yeah, maybe I do. Ooh. That's pretty good. I kind of like that. That actually looks a lot better, doesn't it, everyone? I need this more on my face instead of... Yeah, okay. All right. There we go, guys. I should stop saying guys and say everyone. I've gotten some feedback that I don't need to say guys. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. Looking forward to doing some more, starting to post some more on LinkedIn and just really being more active and going from there. But thank you, everyone, very much. And I will talk to everyone later.